Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So this video is going to be a part 1 of 2, talking about my experience of moving into my first apartment, everything that went into it, just because in my first 2 videos I talked a little bit about why I didn't want to say anything about where I was living, why I didn't do as many YouTube videos as I wanted to, things like that. I will get into all of that. I did want to wait until I was in my own apartment so I could speak freely, not get any judgment behind the scenes or even during the videos. So if you haven't seen my last video of my apartment tour, I will go ahead and link that down below, along with my Instagram and everything, so you can follow me there. I am in my bedroom at the moment. My daughter is playing in her room with all of her toys, and then my husband, or sorry, fiance, almost husband, is playing video games in the living room. So let's get this video started. Alright, hi guys. So I'm making this video because I personally wanted to get it all out there. I was planning on, sorry, my daughter's playing in the background, in her room. So I was planning on doing more YouTube videos, but unfortunately, due to COVID and some of the circumstances there and problems that we had, I was not able to do so. So let me talk about all of the beginning stuff. I'm only gonna go halfway and then pick up where I left off. This video is just gonna be completely straight. Since I've talked about this before, but since I use my phone camera, since I don't have a vlog camera quite yet, I am not able to edit the videos that I have, unfortunately. Even with my laptop, it just kind of sucks. So this is just going to be me talking straight. Feel free to scroll ahead if you want. But yeah. So after I graduated, I got kicked out of my parents' house. So I ended up having to move in with my fiance's family, his parents, his sister, his brother, and him. A few months later, I found out that I was pregnant, so we stayed at his parents' house. She was born in April of 2019. Right? Yeah. So we had been living at his parents' house for a while at that point after she was born. And things were getting really rough. We were in a very, very small room with the 3 of us that didn't quite work. We had her crib, we had some of her toys, we had all of her baby items, not really a closet to even hang anything in, so everything was just kind of in boxes and everywhere, which was also really rough. And so we were trying to get out of there. It wasn't really working. Every job that I had either fired me after a month or 2, or due to management problems, I ended up quitting, which again was really hard for us. It's not that I planned on doing it. It's that because management wasn't working with me, or because they thought that I was problematic when I wasn't, and causing problems when I wasn't trying to, it really put a strain and a damper on things. So it took us a while to get out on our own. which I will also talk about in part 2. But so we were trying everything we could to move out. It wasn't really working. And then the only one that supports me doing YouTube is my fiance, which is really sweet and nice of him. And even most of the time, I don't think you'll ever see him. So he's either working or playing video games. I don't like to disturb him, so if he doesn't want to be in the YouTube videos, he won't. Of course, there might be like some days where I'm cooking and have him with me that you'll be able to see him or meet him. We might do like some sit-down videos, but other than that, I don't think he'll be in very much. My daughter you might see more often than my fiance. So one thing I will add is why we aren't married quite yet. We've known each other for 3 years, been engaged for almost 2. And we were planning on getting married, and then we found out that we were expecting, so we decided to wait. And we were gonna wait until after our daughter was born, like a couple of months or something like that. But then we found out a few months before we had our baby that his dad was getting deployed to Kuwait, so we wanted to wait for him to be back, which would have been in like November, the end of October, beginning of November, because he was going to be gone for 10 months. So we decided to wait another year, and we had this big plan. Then we moved to, I will explain this in this video, but we moved to my stepsister's house, apartment, not house. She has a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. They had 1 bedroom that they weren't really using, or that they weren't using. They had a bathroom they weren't using. Their rent was a little high for them to pay by themselves, so we figured it would be a good idea to move me and my fiance in there and the baby, in that bigger room. The closet was big as well. We ended up putting her crib in the closet, because she refused to sleep in the same room as us at that point. She was kind of sick of us, which I get. I was kind of sick of her. But we were desperately trying to make it work. We were planning on moving in within a week, which kind of ended up happening, but the problem is we were planning on moving most of our stuff in our storage unit on a Monday, and then we would use Tuesday to get the rest of the stuff from our storage unit, and then Wednesday and Thursday me and my fiance were kind of working, so we weren't going to be able to do anything, and then Friday, Saturday we were going to get most of the stuff from his parents' place, and then Sunday get the rest, and then spend the night, and then just stay there Sunday as soon as we were done. That didn't end up happening. His uncle ended up passing away the same day that we were planning on getting our stuff from our storage unit, which didn't end up happening until Tuesday, to be completely honest, which was really rough. Just because I had to have my stuff out of my storage unit within a certain amount of time and a day. So we did get all of our stuff from the storage unit pretty quickly. I think it did still happen in 2 days, which is fine. I did get it out like the day before I was supposed to have my stuff out. It came really, really close to me not being able to do that. So we got there Monday, all of our stuff from his parents' house Tuesday and Wednesday, and we spent the night Monday, and then the rest of the week and everything for a few months. And I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, my daughter was screaming. So we moved in Monday instead of moving in Sunday like we had planned. And then just moved everything in within the week. But like I said, the reason we even moved in a week before we were planning on is because his uncle ended up passing away the same day that we were trying to move everything from my storage unit. It was the second death in that house that they were living in. His sister unfortunately passed away a few years before. I think 5, maybe a little bit longer. Granted, they were in different areas, but at that point, my fiance couldn't really stay in that house anymore. So we moved in. We were still planning on getting married at this point, still in that same year. I had badgered my sister into trying to get me on the lease, trying to get everything I could on that information. After a month, she finally told me that I was on the lease. So then I tried for a month, or I think a month, of trying to get her to get me a copy of the lease just so that I could have it for my records. Unfortunately, that never happened. And then with everything with COVID and it closing down, we were stuck in that apartment. And when everything started opening back up, the leasing office sent my sister an email saying that they know that there are people living there that aren't supposed to be living there because they're not on the lease. Turns out she never had us on the lease to begin with, and that she completely lied to me. And the whole reason they wouldn't let us on the lease is because we had a kid, which kind of really irritates me. Because if anyone should be on the lease, it's us, because we have a kid, obviously. And we were going to pay them money to let us live there. We were going to pay half the rent. So we ended up having 30 days to move out of there, or everyone was going to get kicked out, which is completely fine. My sister needs a place to live. I love her that much. A week before we moved out, my sister started threatening me and my fiance and me, obviously, our baby, in front of the apartment, in front of people, saying that she wasn't afraid to go to jail for killing us, all this other shit. She ended up giving my fiance a black eye again, outside of the apartment with people seeing. Never once got turned in. We planned on doing it, but with everything that was going on at that time, we couldn't, it just wouldn't have been possible. So we moved out. I was very, very angry with her at that point. She ended up apologizing to me and apologizing to my fiance about everything that went down. They had got us a TV, and it turns out, because we had all of our stuff there for a while, because they told us that we could have our stuff there until we got our own place, which is exactly what ended up happening. They had gotten us a TV, and because they had to move the TV from the room that it was in due to mold and problems that started happening in the room after we left. They had to move the TV out of that room. They couldn't exactly put it in the closet or the bathroom, so they moved it into the living room, and she had a fight with one of her sisters and ended up breaking the TV that they got us. So besides, they weren't just sorry about the fact that she had threatened us and punched my fiance in the eye and gave him a black eye. They were also apologizing for breaking the TV, but they won't get us a new one, unfortunately, which is kind of stupid since they broke it. flash forward. So we ended up moving out back into his parents' house. This is when I started my YouTube channel. I was trying to start it earlier, but due to trying to move again within a few months, it just wasn't possible. His parents don't like YouTube. They don't like people who do YouTube. I don't think they really understand it or view it as a job. So anytime I would try recording a video, they would talk a lot of crap. It would always constantly be loud. They were just very rude, disrespectful to me. I would catch them saying stuff about me during the videos that wasn't necessarily fun. So my fiance may accept it, but his family didn't. So the only time I was able to do videos was when everyone was gone, which was almost never, which is why there were only 2 videos up previous to my apartment tour and now this one. This video has been a long time in the making. I've been trying to make it since I moved into my stepsister's house. But again, due to complications in that video or in that apartment that I will talk more about in my second video, there was a lot going on, and I didn't want to single them out and make them feel I don't know. I don't know the word. I didn't want to. I wanted to call them out without specifically calling out their name and everything. And they won't watch these videos. They don't, since they don't support it or anything. And I plan on talking about that a little bit more. But I am so excited for this new chapter in my channel. I can finally do some videos for you guys, so go ahead and subscribe. I don't know what the next video will be. I'm still trying to work on that, so if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see me do, anything you'd like me to talk about, anything like that, let me know in the comments below. And I will definitely take you guys up on your ideas. I am planning some makeup stuff. I plan on getting a vlog camera, not soon, but a little bit after soon, not super far away, but not soon, if that makes sense, kind of somewhere in the middle. We did just move into our apartment, so we are still trying to work out the kinks and all of that. But yeah, let me know what you would like to have me do, what you'd like to see. Vlogging and makeup and talks are what I'm planning on. Hopefully some foods, cooking with me and get ready with me, that type of stuff. But yeah, leave a comment down below what you would like me to do, what you would like to see. Smash that like button for me. It really helps me out a lot. And I just wanted to put this out there. I don't make money off of this YouTube video, or any of my YouTube videos, but liking it really does help me. And then subscribe, of course. I would love to have you a part of my family. I do plan on coming up with a name for that, but I will let you know, and the next video will be up. I'm still trying to work on a day during the week that I want to do videos on, and as soon as I have that set, you guys will be the first to know. So, bye!